Sally has been such an exceptional leader for us. She's the first woman to be the board chair in our 100-year history. And the Sears family made a lead gift that named Dynamic Earth one of our wings. So we're really excited, and we want to honor her legacy as the board chair. And so many families have come forward. So we're just so excited to share this with the community. We see this as a gift to the community. Another gift that we're really proud of is the Mandel Foundation. They have provided us with a grant for, on Sundays, families in Cleveland and East Cleveland come here for free. And we really see this space, the Visitor Hall, as a community trailhead. And we've had the second oldest education program of its kind in the United States. And so we see all of the technology that we've invested in as a way to not only have local Cleveland school children come to the museum, but kids from all over the world to be able to see the assets here in Cleveland. I became CEO in July of 2018, and at that time the first phase of the project had been done, which was the Sears Garden and the wildlife area, Perkins presented by Key Bank, and the parking garage, which is also very important. But what we really needed to do is rescope the meat of the project, which is really showcasing our over 5 million objects that we have and making decisions about what kind of natural history museum we wanted to be. So one of the first things we did, besides doing an economic impact survey, is we also did a listening survey of visitors and what they wanted to see in a natural history museum. And one of the things that we heard was that they wanted light. And the second thing, they wanted more bathrooms. So that was an easy one to fix.
Yes.
But the other story that we kept hearing about, the geology of the Great Lakes and how important it was to be authentic to our region. 80% of our 5 million objects are Ohio-based. So we were naturally aligned to that dream, and we really thought about how the architecture could showcase that. Now we're really proud we received LEED Platinum certification. We're the only museum in the United States in this category right now. So we're really proud that we're not only showing human health and showing how to planetary health, we're actually living it within the museum. So we're just really excited for visitors to come here and know that they're at the center of the experience, and that the decisions they make, how they eat, what they buy, all of those things have an effect on not only their own health, but the health of the planet. So we still have a timeline, and every inch of our timeline is 1 million years. And so you can figure out what came first, the chicken or the egg. That's your assignment for today.
Okay.
But the other thing that we really thought about was, what kind of questions would the visitor ask and want to know more about, so that it's not us just imparting these static objects and people just looking at them and saying, okay, that's great, that's a great stuffed animal, but what does it tell me? But we have these big questions about, how do I fit into this? What am I made of? How does this impact life on Earth? So big questions that people can ask about. They can think about them. They can also have some evidence-based knowledge, and then have fun and return. And the really interesting part of our founders back in 1920, think about this. They came from World War I. They had seen the great museums in Europe. They had lived through a pandemic, and they said that our community needed a natural history museum, but not just for research, not to share it among academics. It was to share what they called the diffusion of knowledge, that knowledge was to be shared with the community. Really, the kids are in charge here, and we like that. The earthquake machine is new and revamped.
Yes, I heard about that.
We will always have Steggy outside, and we actually made more safety features on Steggy.
Oh, wow.
Who everyone loves. And we refurbished all of our dinosaurs have been completely refurbished. So they went to the beauty salon in Canada. Our polar bear is back. A lot of our mammals are back, and they've been refurbished. We have a beautiful Irish elk that had not been seen for almost 10 years at the museum, that's back, and it's gorgeous. So we're really excited about those objects and specimens.
Awesome.
I'm a parent, and my son learned to walk here, and I think that there's nothing more magical than seeing your kids learn something. And my daughter loves birds. Her favorite is the black-capped chickadee, and they learned it all here at the museum. And so what I really want is I want every family to feel welcomed here and to feel like this is part of their family's history and the memories that they can create with their families, but also to think about the future and think about how they can be part of the solutions to some of the challenges facing our environment. We did a national survey, and Americans, 90% want to learn more about science, but 50% feel they're falling behind, and they don't trust politicians. They have a trouble understanding what journalists, because there's so much coming at them every single day, but they do trust scientists. And so what we're trying to do is show evidence-based knowledge and let the visitor then ask more questions about that, because that's what science is all about, is asking those questions. So we have the Ames Family Curiosity Center, and it's hands-on activities mostly geared to adults. And it's a fun way for people to understand and take specimens out and look at them under a microscope, and just to go back to that whole idea of informal learning. And all of us, once we leave school, we want to learn something new and different and exciting. So that's a really opportunity that we see. And the other part of the museum is that many of our interactives and our exhibits are also geared for adults, that they can enjoy them too. And I think it's not going to be just a place that you come to once, like on your field trip, like all of us did in second grade. This is going to be a place that you're going to come with your family. You're going to go into the planetarium, and one day you're going to go see a movie about, dinosaurs, or maybe another day you're going to spend more time in the Curiosity Center. So we're really excited about that. Just interact with some of our new exhibits, but also to feel this sense of familiarity with some old exhibits that are so beloved. This is our gift to the community, and I hope that everyone enjoys it, and I hope people really do think about their own health and the health of the planet. And we have such unique assets in this region, so I hope people are really proud of our contribution to science and the unique geology that we have. Like, we need to own our space in the world and be proud of it. We've been this little gem in University Circle, but now we're going to really sparkle. Really sparkle.
Exactly. That's great.